Hey guys, welcome to this week's vlog where it is now 11:30 p.m. And I'm still at uni in the only room where I could find a whiteboard because apparently I have no life. So in this week's vlog, I talked about the need to implement or the need for a internationally recognized standard for wastewater management. And in this vlog, I will be talking about sort of the challenges of implementing such a standard and why maybe it hasn't been done yet. And I'll also be talking about some challenges that faced wastewater management as a whole. So on the whole, there are many challenges and many problems, and a lot of them are interrelated. And really, it's quite complicated, and it's not really something we can just cover in a single vlog, but I will try my best. So one of the first challenges is the government, challenges in government. So where there will be things like ineffective policies which are already in place, and if you implement a regulation, there are also issues of there's a lack of enforcement or checks to make sure that they're being complied with. And also, as usual, there is things like corruption. And next we have finance. So when it comes to regulations, it's important to understand that a lot of the places around the world don't have existing infrastructure, which, as I discussed before, is very expensive, and it leads to the question of who will pay. Once you make regulations, you have to decide who's going to pay for the various systems, and it also leads into questions of cost recovery. Will they be who will get their money back? Who have invested, will they get paid back for what they put in? And then also who benefits from any profit to be gained. There are also issues of drivers of change, and what I mean by this is that in order for change to occur, there has to be some sort of a driving force that gets it going. Oftentimes this is politics, so politicians will push for regulations or policies, and this can be a challenge because quite often the goals of politicians aren't aligned with sort of the ones we would expect as the people that they're meant to represent. And also leading from that, we also have a lack of innovation. So there is a lot of innovation towards wastewater treatment methods, but at the same time, these innovations need to be checked. They need to be made sure that they work. And usually, again, it's the politicians who will be implementing or driving for these innovations to be put in place. And finally, there are geopolitical issues, and this primarily consists of, for example, that different regions have different needs. When implementing regulations, what might work in one region or what might be needed for one region might not apply to another. For example, here in Australia, we don't have a lot of water, and we have a lot of rain issues, or lack of rain. Whereas if you go to somewhere where there's a lot of rainfall, we'll have different needs to sort through our wastewater. And also there are a lot of diverse cultures and customs, and each one might have different beliefs which could affect how they treat wastewater. Anyways, that's it for today. I probably went over the time limit by a bit, so I hope you forgive me for that, and I will see you next time, whenever that is.